Oops.
Oh, Taya.
Well,
we have misspelled. Oh, okay.
Well, every once in a while we do this.
Yeah, well, that's okay. That's okay.
I guess this is our
This is our surprise.
Yes. This is what I get for trying to put this together when I'm out of it.
Vanessa.
Pop out chat. Is that good like that? Do you need a little bit?
No, that's fine. I mean,
that's big enough.
That's big enough. Who's Vanessa?
Might be Ticker Girl.
Okay, because she doesn't know my name.
Oh, hold on. Let me bring it up again. Vanessa, are you Ticker Girl? Let's see. I want to. Maybe I'll.
Or maybe she just forgot.
Yeah.
Can she hear us?
Should be able to.
Hi, Vanessa. Hello, Miss Pogo.
Yes, hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let me go ahead and pop this out again. Oh, let's not make this top chat. Let's fix this. Hold on. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Let me pop.
Okay, and I guess yes, she is Ticker Girl. Okay.
And then let me make this not top chat, but live chat there,
yes,
so we can see everybody.
Well,
Sometimes
welcome, ladies.
It switches over. Hi. Every once in a while, I forget to privatize this, but that's fine.
That's fine. It has been. What have you been up to? What are you drinking? What are you eating? I think I might have put too much water in this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm wondering how this tea will taste. I accidentally put chocolate honey instead of black tea honey in my London Fog tea. So this will be an experiment.
Maybe it'd be good.
I don't know what chocolate, if chocolate goes with lavender.
Does it? For sure. What are you guys working on? What are you drinking? What are you eating?
I'm going to flip back and forth just to make sure I'm not missing somebody.
Now that's a buzz.
That is a buzz. Yours always buzzes for some reason. Finishing row, drinking water for now. Okay.
Right.
I need to pull something to work on.
I'm not going to work on anything until I finish eating and drinking because I will spill.
Hi, and Vita? Is that how you say that?
Hi, Anvita. Are we saying your name correctly?
And yeah, for anyone who's new to this chat, usually we have this as a private thing for the Patreon. I forgot, so we're going to continue to this hey freebie.
Yeah, everyone, we do this about once a year where she forgets. I forget. And that's good. Then maybe more people will come to the Patreon.
Yes.
Where we have Zooms and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
So.
Well, that's not bad.
This tastes a little weaker than I remember it. Maybe, I don't know if it's the cookie or if it's the...
Yeah, try it again after your cookie, Mom.
It may also be, you can taste it if you want. It may also be that I didn't put enough in. Yeah, we'd love to have you.
Vanessa, if you go to our podcast, information about the Patreon is in the description box.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Yeah, I'm not either. And I'm glad to hear that we are pronouncing your name right, Invita.
Invita, that's really pretty.
Actually, Vanessa, it might be in the description box of this also, the Patreon information.
Are you three ladies also in our PHN group? I don't remember. We have it's hard to keep track of people. Oh, hi. Good.
Well, we love you in spite of the coffee.
Okay, I need to be refreshed on your name so I don't have to call you Lefty Crochets and Mirror Knits all the time. Old person's brain.
I mean, we could just call her Lefty.
Hey.
Yeah, yeah, it does seem to be the way to connect. We really enjoy our Zooms that we do. Now that one, we don't ever end up mistakenly end up doing else.
That's where everybody can see everybody.
Yes, but that is limited to Patreon. Yes, but lives can be quite fun, especially once you're actually able to see it.
Right.
I could actually probably move this a smidge closer.
It's amazing to have when we have a lot of people like this, it's so much more fun. And if we miss something that you say, don't feel bad about repeating it because it goes up pretty fast. It scrolls pretty fast.
Yes, it does. And honestly, I don't mind this mistake because it does make things a little bit more lively. We catch up with people that we don't see.
Steph, yes, you have been a group member for years.
Yes, you have. We just didn't know your other name. I think you've always been Steph everywhere.
Yeah, and so I just didn't feel like calling you Left Crochets and Mirror Knit, Steph. Glad to have you here. Good.
I'm gonna take another sip of this and see if I do like it. It's a really interesting combination of flavors. You don't usually have chocolate in a London fog.
Yeah. But chocolate and lavender is pretty common.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't mind this. It definitely could have been a worse combination.
And I'm not sure about liking it or not because I just don't like London fog. Although I liked it last time I
Yes,
shared it
you
with
did. You did. Because the milk,
Yep.
almond milk mitigates.
Did you have almond milk that time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, I started out with none. Then I decided that I wanted some.
Mm-hmm.
I had in my head known I was going to probably put some in.
The flavor's starting to come. I think I didn't put enough tea in here.
You could. I always load my.
I will try it again before I actually purchase the 3.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So, Steph, what are you working on?
What is anybody working on?
Well, I know that we know that somebody is finishing a row, but we don't know a row of what.
Right.
and she's drinking water. I think it was Vanessa. But I think Vanessa's still moving to her computer.
Yes, she is.
And Vita, did you say what you were working on? Inquiring, nosy people want to know.
I've discovered that since my Instagram has gotten hacked and I had to start the new account, I'm actually seeing people's posts that I want to see.
Right.
Like
socks.
Oh, yay.
She has hurl flap rows. I'm ragging on you, Vanessa, because, we do that here.
I do prefer socks with the heel flap.
Mm-hmm. I love autocorrect, don't you?
Well, that's not even autocorrect. I think that's one of those things where I don't know. Sometimes it's like you'll hit something and it gives you a weird something.
I know. Sometimes I'll be doing something and it'll,
Oh, say funny butt.
A crossbody bag, is that actually
I think it's one you would wear across it.
Yeah.
Like a messenger bag.
But no, I know what it is, but I'm wondering if is she sewing it or is she actually knitting it? Socks. Oh, you're moving. Oh, wow. Are you going a long distance, Miss Pogo? Me and typing on a phone.
Yeah, yes. Typing on the phone is challenging.
It's like you feel like you have fat fingers. Hello, Amanda.
Hi, Amanda.
A modern log cabin blanket. Oh, okay. How is it different from a regular log cabin?
Jean Aerosmith. Huh.
I think it's Gem.
Oh, is it Gem?
Gem.
Okay, it is Gem.
A UK designer. Ooh, is it knit or crochet? Oh, it's knitting. Knit. Okay. Was it difficult, Anvita?
Yeah, Vanessa. The Zoom is, if you go to the Patreon, we have once a month Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
It is quite fun.
Oh, Yarn Geek. Okay, I've heard of that. Is it on Etsy or is it only on Ravelry? That I would like to maybe attempt that crossbody bag.
It's a pattern's name.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I'm sure if you then look for it, make sure you write crochet pattern after it, because otherwise you can get all these things.
Mm-hmm. Yarn Geek.
Oops, sorry.
Whoa.
Sorry. That is my reminder to wake me up if it's tea time. Oh, it's a new pattern.
Oh, okay. I need to write this down. I don't know how to write with. I have to write down. Oh, there's my phone again.
Steph, is that a question when you say YouTube live on Monday? Oh, does Yarn Geek do a YouTube live on Monday or Tuesday? Is that what you're saying? I think that's what she's saying. That Yarn Geek does a live.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I follow Yarn Geek.
I'm gonna have to look. Is that a man or a woman?
I think she said a she.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought it was a male.
Yeah, I think that we're all talking about the same actually, I'm not sure. I think Anvita's still talking about Jem Aerosmith's,
Mhm.
uh I had to I had to keep track of the, conversation lines. So yeah, I think Anvita's saying
Yeah,
that the
shawl.
log cabin blanket, the modern log cabin blanket by Jem Aerosmith has just been launched and it's having a
I thought
cow.
that was a shawl.
I thought she blanket. Hold on. You know what? No, that's Trailblaze. A Trail and Blaze. So maybe it's Trail and Blaze that my brain. So Trail and Blaze is the shawl that's just been launched. Got it. Uh-huh. Yarn Geeks
Crochet
Crochet with
with
me
me,
is Monday or
okay.
Tuesday. That would be right up your alley.
Shawl cow, okay, cool. Yeah, it would be. The thing is my hands don't always allow me to do. I have a log cabin blanket that I did of sorts in the other room, and I also have a partial one that I did from Anastasia Sattel, and it turned out long because it was only like a half
Uh-huh.
log cabin.
Thanks for clarifying, Anvita. I sometimes lose track of the conversation
Yeah, because it
lines.
goes so fast.
Yeah. And thank you also, Steph, for clarifying.
I'm gonna have to go through this.
A lot of times I do have the chats available so you can be looking at them after the
I need
fact.
to, yeah, the patterns and things. I'm gonna have to get you to help me to get in there again.
You'd have to. I think that. Trying to remember if it comes in live time that you have to find it or not. But I usually make my chats available
Well,
after the
no, I
fact.
meant getting into the place because
Oh,
y-
into
yeah,
Patreon.
Patreon, because I have to get on your account.
Well, this is because I
Mm,
didn't make this
mhm.
privatized. You'll be able to get in
There we
just
go.
fine.
There we go. Yep. Okay. Are any of you guys doing the alongs that we're having in PHN? What are you making for those if you are?
The trail.
Trail and Blaze. That's a shawl.
That's the shawl.
It's called Trail and Blaze.
I'm actually kind of surprised we don't have any of the usual suspects. I think Brittany said she couldn't come.
Hmm. And Laura doesn't usually make
Yeah.
this. Nancy's the one I'm surprised about.
Nancy's touch and go for the chats.
But this is great. I mean,
yeah, it is.
look at all the people. It makes me happy.
Yeah, it does. I think that we chose a good time to have it accidentally open. I'm actually surprised Pat's not here.
Looney Hiker. She's Does she still have training stuff?
Oh, you know what? She might. She's now
Yeah.
got the school schedule.
Although
So
it's Friday, so yeah, she
yeah.
might not be able to make it.
So maybe this Trailblaze pattern is a new cool thing.
Amanda, where did you find it?
I bet you anything. If it's that popular, you can probably find it on Lovecrafts as well.
Right. Oh, okay. Did you finish your degree, Amanda, or whatever it was you were doing? I don't know if it was a degree, if you were trying to do a certificate or what, but did you finish it? Awesome.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes, exactly.
Perfect.
Steph, triple dip as much as you can.
Do whatever you can do. Triple dip. You're responsible for all your multiple postings.
Oh, you're associates.
Awesome. In what field
Yeah, I was
of
about
study?
to ask the same thing.
Congratulations. What field of study, Amanda? I think I don't like it with as much strawberry.
So
Operation Christmas Child,
yeah.
right? Mm-hmm. Now because we have like 3 Stephanies, now I got a firm grasp on who she is. Operation Christmas Child, yes.
No problem. Autocorrect's not my friend.
No, it's
either.
not my friend. You should see some of the stuff that comes up when I type on my phone. In fact, one of Taya's friends got a nickname because someone had a typo.
Yeah, she tried to call him a dork, and his nickname in college after that became Fork.
Everybody calls him Fork. Everybody calls him Fork.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, guys. That's my phone. I think I'm going to take it off the hard surface.
Yeah, because honestly, that gets. I'm just making sure that none of the usual suspects has been messaging me.
Oh, business. Okay, business management.
Yeah, so all the notifications
Very welcome.
went out. So
I'm assuming she's thanking us for congratulating her.
Yes, I believe so.
You're welcome.
Auto incorrect.
I like that. That's good.
true.
I like
That's
that.
true.
I like that.
I always feel like I need to read it over even more carefully when I do the phone because I have the bad habit of trying to do with the phone what I do when I type, which is not look, just base my muscle memory.
Touch type.
And then I realize that I'm not as on. I mean, I'm actually pretty good with the considering, but I have to read it over again.
A lot of times I just speak it in and then I have to go back and look because sometimes I don't know how they got what they got.
Oh yeah, sometimes their technology for voice to text is pretty weird.
Yeah.
I hate when you're actually typing on the computer and you get your hands in the wrong position, and then like it's just like gibberish.
Yep, I actually sent Mrs. Helms something like that one
Well,
time.
you didn't check before?
No, I checked it. I just sent it anyway. I told her what I did. Just being a brat.
You can only do that to close friends.
Yeah. This lady she's my big sister because I need a big sister.
You've known each other almost over 20 years, right?
Yep.
Crazy that. Okay, so we run our cows on underneath in the Dropbox.
I don't know if she actually knows where it's at.
Okay, so it's
PHN podcast.freeforums.net. PHN podcast.freeforums.net.
And if you need us to repeat that more slowly, let us know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we do have a forum for that.
Yeah, and then you have it just like we did on Ravelry. You have threads now. And Vita, do you watch our PHN podcast still? If you do, it's in the description box below the podcast.
It also should be on the description box. It should also be on the description box below this, just like the link for the Patreon. Because I've gotten it so it automatically goes underneath all my posts. I actually have to take it off and make an effort to, but if I didn't even remember to privatize, I doubt that I remembered to take that off. So,
and we left Ravelry about 2 years ago.
Yes.
So we're not there anymore. But as I said, if you go to phnpodcast.freeforums.net, you'll find us there.
This grew on me. Take a taste. A little bit of chocolate's not bad.
That's good. I think what happens, I got too much strawberry in this.
Oh, you probably just need a bigger bag so you can mix it better.
Okay, we're doing tortoise versus hare with Laura. That's crocheting Hoovian. Remember we used to do tortoise versus hare. We're doing that, and we're just starting that, and we're just starting arthritis, cardiac dysautonomia, which is about I have a certain form of arthritis that's kind of weird, and Taya's got dysautonomia, and then cardiac because that's
that was the original.
So that's going on right now as well. And then the full year Tea and Tails is going on.
Yeah, that's I think it's third time Tea and Tails.
Yes. And we also have a new one that I just decided, I told Ty on the podcast this past time, I said, let's do a Christmas in July. So we're doing a Christmas in July.
So also. It's just for July.
Just for July. It might get pushed into, I have it going to August 5th.
Okay.
Because we started a weekend.
That makes sense.
But if I feel like people are too rushed, I might give them another week. So
yeah, there's actually quite a bit going on. We encourage dipping in as many of the cows as possible.
Yep. And if you want to do the tortoise versus hare in both our group and Laura's, I believe Laura still has her Ravelry group, which is Crocheting Hoovian, but she also has many different ways of participating. And we have a specific thread in the group that shows you how you can participate with Laura.
And she also has added to tortoise versus hare, and we've taken her rules on other things like glitter crafts, paper crafts, cross stitching. So, yes, lots of options.
Just for us, just tortoise versus hare is not just knitting and crocheting.
Yes, that's only
for tortoise versus hare.
All the other ones are as usual.
The only reason we're changing that tortoise versus hare is because it's not our baby. We're co-hosting.
Yes, we're the guests. Yeah. Even though we are the long time guests, we are still
like the original long term.
Like I was telling Mom, it doesn't matter if you've been visiting someone's house for like eons for Thanksgiving. You still are the guests there. You still have to follow.
You don't go and look and see what's in their trash can or in their medicine cabinet. You still have to behave like a.
Yes, you still have to follow their particular rules. So we follow the rules of the tortoise versus hare that Laura has set.
And we would love to see you there, Vanessa. Also, and Vita. Yes.
I mean, all.
Well, I think some of the others are already there.
Right.
So, whoever isn't there, if you wanna join us, please do.
Uh-huh.
We'd love to have you there, and, we have our stalwarts who are always busy, but new blood is always,
Yes,
you know,
it's always great to
always
new blood
yes.
or
Mwah.
new old blood
Yep, yep.
because I know that
New old bloodlines.
I know that we've probably had people lose track of us
Mhm.
after we
And we tried to I sent emails out to everybody on Ravelry who was there, but I caught as much as a year or a year and a half later, I got something saying, "Oh, you moved." And, they responded to it.
right because I mean
So
people don't always get a chance to check their
yeah,
DMs.
yep,
Life
yep.
happens.
I sent emails out, I sent private messages, I sent to everybody I could, but I may have missed somebody.
Right,
So,
exactly. Or life might have happened
right,
and it, got
yep.
lost in the
I mean,
shuffle.
sending out over 500 emails, at that time.
Well, honestly, we changed at a really good time. I
Mhm.
was in between jobs at the time, so I was able to really focus. Oh, I didn't realize I left my tea over there on getting a new website set up.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try this again. I don't like it so much with the strawberries
Right. I wish you
overpowering.
could put it in a container and mix it
Mhm.
to try it. Maybe I haven't put anything in my green tea honey container that I just
I might have if we have a honey thing that you have cleaned out and
that's
it's
what I'm
dry,
talking about. I have one that's
I
free,
have this and I have the other
but
one.
I only have one available right
No, no,
now.
what I'm saying is if I mix them together,
Oh, you
and
have
then is
another
it
Harley Quinn.
yeah, I have another
Okay,
Harley
that's a good
Quinn.
idea.
Yeah, I mix them together. Yay! Was
Yeah,
it?
um it's getting used to it does
Pat's
take.
here.
Hey Pat, I was
There she
wondering
is.
where you were.
We were talking about you, so I hope your ears are burning.
Pat, there's a lot of people in here because like the ding dong I am, I forgot to privatize. So we're using this as a hi guys. We haven't talked to
Promotional.
everyone in a
Yep,
while.
promotional.
Actually, I'm really enjoying it this way.
I am too, and yes, uh-oh, you're in big trouble. This is good because some of these people are
I haven't talked to some of these
that
people
some
for a long
we
time.
haven't seen these people in a long time, and also, now we might get more people at the group because they didn't know about the group.
I honestly need to maybe put in the schedule like
Once a
once,
year, once a
you
year.
know,
Once or twice a year, maybe once in the summer and once in the winter.
right,
Yeah,
where it's actually a planned
mhm.
thing.
But the majority of them, all
Yeah.
all the others except for 2,
Yeah.
you know
Yes, she's happy to see everybody here.
Yep, yep, yep.
Because I mean, sometimes, particularly with the chat, it can be a little bit hard to get things going.
Yeah. So did you got
Or maybe once a quarter. I agree with
yeah.
you.
I don't know if that's too much.
Hey, Pat is an actual
Yeah,
isn't a
yeah.
patron. She doesn't mind.
Okay, well, as long as that's okay.
um,
Pat, you got reconstituted? I thought you were melting.
wait, what?
She told me she was melting because she had no air conditioning
Oh,
at the school.
okay.
She knows what I'm talking about. I thought you were melting. Melting.
Melting.
Melting. I hope they fixed her air conditioning in the school.
Oh, is it in the school?
Yep.
Yeah, it got fixed.
Oh, good, good.
I really enjoy how Loki's been great. This yarn that I found randomly does work very well with Loki.
Yeah, this is Loki, my yarn. The
This
green.
is I'm not sure if it's showing
It's
up.
not showing
well.
up very well, yeah. Yeah, it is, there it goes.
There we
Okay.
go. This is a colorway that I enjoyed working with when I was doing a stethoscope cozy. It was actually my favorite stethoscope cozy. I constantly used it.
Right. I think you're right, Pat. It might be able to get more people to join. We'd like to
Yeah.
have more people involved.
And also, I mean, we really don't get a chance to talk to all of
No,
y'all.
no, it's great to talk.
Because I'm honestly really bad about keeping up in the comments because brain.
Or lack thereof.
Yes. Sockman. Hey, Nancy!
Hi, Nancy. We were talking about you too.
Yes, we were talking about how we weren't seeing the usual suspects, so it was probably a good thing that I accidentally had this as live for everybody. And we were talking about maybe doing a scheduled once a quarter thing where it's open to everybody, give people a chance to catch up.
But only the live stream.
Only live stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we thought that this might be, because there's people that we haven't talked to, people who
aren't aware of what we're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Nancy, what are you up to? What are you drinking, eating, making?
The people who were here earlier knew what I did, but Pat and Nancy, I had accidentally put in my lavender London fog, not just I on purpose put in my vanilla almond milk. I accidentally put in my chocolate honey instead of my black tea honey, and it's actually decently
Yeah,
good.
it's not bad.
Because I think in my brain, I've been having a lot of the
Reindeer.
Rudolph the
Mhm.
Red-Nosed Reindeer tea, because that for some reason right now it's a comfort tea. And I think even though I knew I was having London fog, my brain was like chocolate honey because reindeer.
Mhm.
And yeah, I was wrong.
I'm glad that you got me this tea though, because this Harley Quinn, because between the 2, if I keep tasting it, I feel like there's more strawberry that I might not get it.
Well, like I said, I do have, thankfully, I haven't put any beads in it yet or anything. I do have one of the honey
Mhm.
ones. I think it was for an old green tea honey. It's been cleaned out and everything. It's dry. Take your Harley Quinn, shake
Shake
it
it
in
up.
there,
Mhm.
and see if you still like it.
Yeah.
Coffee and corn puffs.
Corn
Some
puffs are good.
I
Coffee is
I
nasty.
actually can't remember if I like corn puffs or not. It's been so long
Oh, I
since I've
love
had
corn
them.
puffs. They're fun. Nancy and I know she knows my aversion to coffee.
When I was at school, at college, we had like a whole line of cereals, a
No,
whole wall.
no, Vanessa, these are Adagio teas that we're talking
Yes.
about. It's
Um,
a website called Adagio, and it's an amazing place. We tend to drink either Plum Deluxe or Adagio.
oh, sometimes whistling keto.
Yeah, but mostly I'm
And
saying we tend to drink
yeah,
mostly.
I do have one tea that I go to
Tea Spot?
Tea Spot
Yep.
for, and that is my Russian Caravan.
Yep. I forget what I get. Oh, the Tea Spot I get,
You get the Christmas ones.
yeah, the crazy candy canes or whatever. I love
And you
that.
also have another Christmas one you like.
Yeah, Naughty and Nice.
Yeah,
Oh, you're right.
I
Uh-huh.
used to love mochas, but I
Mhm.
can't handle. I was trying for a while a little bit of coffee in the morning, but it got to be ridiculous because I would have barely any coffee and more milk than I was basically making milk coffee, and I
Yeah.
would still feel my heart
Yeah,
racing.
yeah.
So I had to stop.
Yes,
Yes.
varieties, yes.
And what's cool about Adagio is people will make their own
Mhm.
blends.
Like, this is a made blend. I have a blend. I have about 10 or 11 blends, and Taya's got about 15.
Oh heck no. I don't have that many.
Don't you?
No, I stopped blending for a while. You're the one who has like 15.
No, I have 11.
I have
Aw,
like 7.
nice. You have him trained, Nancy.
Oh.
I think you would like, Vanessa, if you haven't already found it, go to Adagio. Plum Deluxe is excellent as well. Adagio has a super community.
Yes, it does.
Absolutely super community.
And they have something where if you can gain points, so you
Mhm.
can get free shipping
Mhm.
or
Free mug.
free mug,
Yeah.
free tea, whatever.
Mhm.
So they really do have a good system to keep. They're smart at their
Yep,
marketing.
yep.
Um so yeah, I ended up trying to save up points so I can get free shipping as much as possible.
Right.
I know, isn't that cute, Pat? I think it's wonderful she hasn't trained.
Yes. You see Tracy, this little puppy carrying a coffee cup. Oh, I'm sure that Joe would love that image.
Puppies are cute.
Mm. That's pretty funny. I need to get this shawl done, even though Laura told me, her birthday's in October, we can shoot for that. I'm like, "No, get it."
I finally wound up the skein of yarn for her hood.
Oh, that means you must, yeah, you round up that as well.
Yeah, because I told myself, even though I was like, "Oh, I'll wait." I'm like, "Look, I'm winding up Loki and Creamsicle. Just wind it up already." It's a big old skein.
Yeah, it is. It's huge.
He's back when you're
Oh,
first
that's
there.
nice.
That is so nice. Aw.
I love things like that. My husband, ever since I've known him, opens the doors.
Mhm.
Opens the doors. I don't have to open doors. It's,
I had a
just been,
boyfriend who did that, and I loved it.
yep, love it. Which one was that? Because you had a lot of nice boyfriends who did that.
You make it sound like I had 20 million boyfriends. I had like 4.
Was it Aaron or was it,
Aaron, of
yeah,
course.
Aaron, yeah. I thought Thomas might have done it as well.
I can't remember. Aaron for sure, though.
Yeah, Aaron was very nice. Aaron was very, gentlemanly.
Mhm. Yeah, I think part of it is with this, I like the yellow pops and the green.
Mhm.
I'm half tempted to call this Trickster for the socks
Mhm.
because although he's also considered the god of mischief.
Yep.
or so, but he's
Well,
a trickster
mischief,
god.
yeah.
Because there is in mythology, they have a subset. So like these are the trickster gods, and every single, I guess, every single every culture has their own
Mhm.
myth of a trickster god.
I
I
think
guess.
Pan is one, isn't he?
I think Pan. Well, Pan. I'm not sure if it's Pan or I can't. I'd have to look back at Greek because Greek's not
Yeah.
my favorite. Um. Oh, and a new to you supply. That's
Oh,
cool.
that's cool.
Elderberry, huh?
Elderberry wine. Ah, 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 ah.
Oh, Pat.
What?
That's sweet. Her husband gives her a hug and
Oh,
kiss every morning, tells him she loves him.
oh, that's
That's
nice.
nice. It's easy to fall behind,
That's not
Amanda.
a problem,
Yeah,
Amanda.
I fall behind sometimes, then we have to scroll back and see.
I'm like, what is this person talking about? And then we have to scroll back.
Yeah, no, so it's very easy to fall behind.
No need to apologize. We understand.
We've
If
been talking about how sweet people's husbands are.
just you know, if you get lost or you need a reference, just give us a reference. If you're referring to something else, or if you get lost, just ask. No
Yeah.
problem. Do they see the chat?
Yeah, this is obviously they're
I
seeing the
guess, yeah,
chat.
yeah.
I mean,
Nothing is obvious.
you see the chat when the Baker Bears do theirs.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it is easy to fall behind. I know that when the Baker Bears, when I was still doing that, when the Baker Bears did theirs, I would either have to pay attention to the chat or I had to pay attention to them. I couldn't
Right.
do both.
No, I basically listened and watched the chat.
Mhm.
You know, I listened, but I watched the chat because, and then if something came up, I would, you know, I could hear, but I couldn't watch them. I'd look up if I wanted to. Oh, thank you. That's a nice thing to say, Pat. Thank you.
Yeah, you don't see her wear hers red as much as she should because she does look nice in it. She tends toward the cool. We were talking about this the other day because I had given her a ton of shirts because I've gained weight. I have weight fluctuations with medicine and just not being able to be active. So button down shirts really aren't a good option for me. You have gaps and all that. So I gave her all the ones I had worn. I got them for when I was working.
I was jealous about when you got them.
Yes. But the colors are different than what she normally wears. I have some of the blues.
Well, I wear reds and
you don't
yeah.
wear them that much.
Sweet, I had that whole red outfit that I wear all the time. It's to the point where Vivian one time says to me, "That's Taya's color."
But you have like 2 outfits.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
wow, that's
That's
amazing,
nice.
Amanda. Yes, I did get a haircut, Pat. No, I didn't mention it. I was tired of how it when we cut it too long, it grows out really long and shaggy by the time I need a haircut. It was driving me nuts. I actually like it shorter. Mom was afraid I'd do it the really short, but she's okay with this one, which of course, must make sure she's happy with my hair because that's what the important thing is.
Because she doesn't want to be miserable for the next 6 weeks.
But I really enjoy the shorter hair.
Oh, that's nice.
That I think it's so sweet.
This is what helps marriages to last.
Because I mean, you do hear the people who say that, once the marriage goes on, they don't do everything they did at the beginning. So it's not so nice to hear how many people have these sweet traditions that go on throughout their marriage. Thank you, Amanda. I'm not adventurous when it comes to like dyeing hair or anything. Davina and Mom are the ones who do the dyeing of hair. What I do is if I get bored, I cut it or I grow it out or whatever. Yeah, if the first time I did it, I think I was a little nervous. But
yeah, she nearly gave her mother a heart attack.
Did I even tell you, or did I just come home with it cut short?
I don't remember. I'm still mad at you for that.
One of my closest friends in college, when I met her, I had short hair, and she said at first she didn't like me because
you knew books.
I had short hair and I knew books, and she was at that point she was very insecure about how she didn't feel like she read enough. So she's now one of my closest friends.
Yeah, she's an adopted daughter, so
it can be hard to find a good stylist. We ended up switching just recently because our normal one that we've had for eons doesn't do in this area.
She started her own business. I'd followed her everywhere, but I said to her, "If you move too far, I can't follow you." And she's like 40 minutes away, so she can't drive that far. And I don't want to make my husband sit in the car while I get my hair done. But the lady that we have is really good now. She's done our hair before when Tabby was on vacation. She did our hair before. She's still trying to get mine just right.
Curls are hard.
But yeah.
So yeah, I agree, Miss Vogel. It is hard to find a good hairstylist. And thank you, Pat. Amanda, honestly, if you have a desire to go short, just do it one time and see if you like it'll grow out again.
Yeah, Amanda, it's not like you're putting, a tattoo on or something. You're just getting your hair cut, it'll grow,
Yeah.
and don't go really short if you don't want to,
Right. I mean, start maybe
Thank you.
here or
That's
whatever.
sweet. Thank you, Miss Pogo.
Thank you. Now, because I do everything extreme, I went from really long to really short.
Mhm.
I never do. I mean, it's the same thing with my knitting. It's actually the same thing with just about everything I do. It's like
No moderation whatsoever.
no. So because when I first learned knitting, I don't go little baby steps. I go right to sweaters. I mean, I've never been someone who's like, oh, let's do things like slowly get there. Nope, nope, not me. That's probably why I
Oh,
never.
wow.
Oh wow.
I've never heard of that. Wow.
Yeah, I hadn't either. I'm sitting here like hair. That's wow, that'd be rough.
Wow.
Um,
You have beautiful hair, Pat.
yes. With the collar length once and the hair was so fluffy.
Do you have curly hair, Amanda?
Now she said she probably won't be able to comment anymore because she has to do some world literature homework, which sounds absolutely
Okay.
fascinating.
It does. I love world literature.
And yeah, if you want to comment in the comments later or in a podcast later about that, I find that absolutely
It's a
fascinating.
crochet Hoovian in the house.
Oh my gosh, it is Alora. It's her hair's wavy.
Wavy, okay.
So it's more like mine.
Yeah, she might need layers.
Yeah, I have to that's a bad length for me too. That's why I have to either really go.
Yeah.
That's why I went shorter.
It's a horrible for me as well.
Okay.
Study away.
Yes, have fun.
God
That
bless.
sounds super duper cool.
Yeah.
I think I would enjoy world literature, although some of them I haven't read much of Russian.
Russian literature is confusing.
Yeah. You wanted to have hair to grow back red and curly.
I used to have my hair red. You remember. You've been with us for a while. You probably remember.
For a while, it was quite red.
Yeah.
That's why she has some unusual colors in her wardrobe from when she was red.
Yeah. I'm going to pull my hair back because it's bugging me.
I don't have that problem now.
It's too fluffy. I know Daddy likes it, but it's driving me nuts.
You see, you actually have to deal with what other people think with your hair.
There we go. Okay, that's better.
Laura says hers is insanely curly and she hates it.
I like your hair, Laura.
I think the curly hair, if it's cut well, can be really lovely. I have that kind of in between where it's so thick that Mom noted when they cut my hair. I thought I had that much hair, but because it's so thick, it was a ton of hair when she cut it again. But for me, that means if I have any sort of length, I have curl, but it weighs it down. But I think curly hair when cut nice is beautiful.
The whole head of hair, Laura, or just like purple highlight, low light, whatever.
You see that? That's something I'm not able to do. No, I can't bring myself to it.
I can't bring myself to do it, but it's interesting to see other people do it.
Well, everyone has what is their bold thing they do, and mine is I will go from extreme cut to whatever.
Well, I have to keep in mind that
whole head purple.
Okay, cool.
I mean, assuming the hair, not her face and everything.
I have to take into account my husband, and he will not go places with me if I do anything too extreme. So,
well, Davina, if you'd let her, would do like a pink head or something.
Yeah. She'd do pink with green polka dots or something.
You can't do polka dots in hair.
I'm sure you can do it somehow. I see it all the time with highlights and stuff, low lights and things like that. It's just.
There for a while that look where it was kind of like a Woody.
I don't like
was really popular where they have like the lights in the dark. That was super popular for a while. Oh, wow.
Laura. Poor George.
Yes, Laura, please post pictures.
Yes, I want to see.
I think that the purple takes a little bit better maybe in the dark hair than maybe the light one because I don't know.
Miss Pogo, I don't believe she intends to podcast. I don't. No, I don't. She keeps saying she's going to, but I haven't seen it yet.
I need to do a booktube. I haven't done a booktube in a while.
Laura, look, I'm working on your shawl. I had to rip it back because it was a little mistake that nobody probably would have noticed, but I knew it, so I had to rip back a little bit. But
You see, if it was knitting,
see,
you'd be able to just drop down.
I'm working on your shawl.
You're grabbing my yarn.
No, my shawl is grabbing your yarn.
Mean shawl.
No. Oh, Miss Pogo, you'll never get a podcast. She
Yes, the Laura scarf blankets.
not a scarf blanket. Unless I decide I like this other blanket that I want to do.
In which case, you better give Laura the scarf.
Oh, I tend to. If I don't finish, if I decide that I'm not going to do that, I'll give it to her just as a scarf.
I figured out what I was going to use that new bag for. I put my fingering weight version of that in there. I'm not working on it right now because I want to finish. I actually want things I want to finish.
Right. I'm not sure if everybody here has seen my new bag because I'm not sure if you watched the podcast.
You know, I should bring, if I do get surgery, I should bring something like that long fingering weight thing.
Look at this.
That is, I love this.
Christina
Now
gave
you need
this
to
to
show
me.
my blue grumpy.
I can.
Where's blue grumpy?
Wait, I can climb into this and mail and take myself somewhere. Isn't this beautiful? Christina C. Mama C made this for me.
Yeah, she makes some great bags. Okay, he's my favorite. I love blue grumpy. I think he's just the cutest.
Oh, do they, Nancy?
He's the one I see first all the time.
Yes, it is big. It's white on the inside, and you can see Christina's got her card in her tag in here. She spoils us rotten.
Oh yeah, she does.
You can't really see it, but she makes a wonderful bag. I have a bag. She made me 2 of the same fabric, so it's a set. She made them at different times, and I have a matching hot pad. 2 matching hot pads. The one with the verse I have up here on my shelf, and the other one's in the drawer, but it can't be used.
I think that's silly. I do need to wash my one with the Bible verse on it because I always put my spoon on it when I stir my tea or whatever, and it needs washed.
Well, I finally it's washing. I finally started using the bag that Laura gave me because she said it's not like you can't wash it or you don't know who makes it.
No, I get that, Laura. If it's hard to sit up for very long.
No, I get that, Laura. Yeah, you do it
because it can be. I wouldn't necessarily want to do it from like bed or whatever.
No, you do it when you can, Laura. Not and don't let anybody guilt you into it, myself included. Okay, just you do it when you're ready.
Yeah, because I know you've been having a lot of back pain and stuff. I know that if I do end up having surgery, we'll be going on hiatus.
Yeah. Or she'll set me up and I'll do one.
Right, exactly.
Maybe once every 2 weeks or something until she gets.
Although if I have any period of time I can sit up, we might set something up.
Do a 10-minute or something like that. Yeah.
We
We don't want to go on hiatus if we don't have to.
No. Although we do just want to reemphasize this coming week, no podcast. Right. I have a
week-long retreat.
I mean, technically we probably could get it in because she's actually not starting us till 11 a.m.
You don't want to
But I don't want to be that wiped out
no.
because I usually end up sleeping after the podcast.
And I'm hoping to use that time to dye up some yarn.
Yeah, Laura, I agree. I probably wouldn't want a podcast from bed either. No,
you don't want to do that. You just need to recuperate a little bit. Laura, are you done with your surgeries?
Mom, I was picturing making you get up in there with me and being like, yeah, this is the podcast now. We're just leaning back here in bed.
That would be weird.
How would we even do setup for that?
I don't know. It's so dark in your room.
Yes, it's the Bat Cave.
Yeah.
We did used to podcast in your room, but
we only did it once.
We did it like twice.
Yeah, not very often.
I need to upload the old podcast.
It was too hard to set up in there.
Yeah, it was. I think it was a couple times when like Dad and Davina wanted to watch movies or something.
Right.
But yeah, I have all the other missing episodes. I just like not put them up yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's hard when they're not managing the pain.
Right.
And I think it's hard when sometimes the body just isn't cooperative either.
Laura, keep me posted.
Yeah.
You've been doing really well with that, by the way.
Yeah, I hope that this new doctor can help you.
Yes.
I remember reading somewhere, it was someone who she had trouble getting the help she needed for POTS, I think it was. And I guess her dad or her uncle or somebody was a doctor. And I liked the way he put it. sometimes it's not that the doctors who you were working with is bad. You just need to find the right doctor at the right time
Right,
for your particular
right,
situation,
right.
because
Well, it's kind
it's all like a magic
well, it's kinda
combination.
like finding the right priest for a spiritual director.
It's like
It mhm,
all the stars have to align.
mhm.
uh,
Oh, right.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you gotta be careful with that, 'cause I know you have a lot to, make sure it doesn't interact.
Well, I know sometimes this happened when I first was in the process of getting diagnosed. Actually, before I got diagnosed, I went on a little tantrum, refusing to see anyone because I didn't feel believed. But what they wanted to do initially was just throw drugs at
Right,
it. And I feel that if you're just covering the pain, it's one thing if you know you can't fix something.
right, right.
But if you think that there might be a way it can be fixed and that's a way to handle the pain, I would much rather do that.
Well, I know that, when I went to my dentist, they wanted to put me on meds, and they weren't bucking me too hard, but they were like, "Why do you wanna go to see this?" I said, "Because I wanna make sure that you're not just giving medicine just to mask something. I wanna know there's not something structurally wrong,"
Right.
you know? Oh, cool.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Okay. Is her podcast called Roxanne Richardson, or is that s you know
Yeah, because sometimes you do get those holes. I mean, I've learned to seam them.
Mhm.
I forget. I feel like I had one sweater where they had me Kitchener
Okay.
down there. I wish I could remember which pattern did that. Maybe I'm misremembering it too. You
Sounds like
know.
a good thing, right? I'm
Um,
really enjoying this. I love having this many people
I
here.
know. I know. I think that Pat's idea of a quarterly
Mhm.
is good because we don't talk to everybody like
I
this.
know that we had to lose who was it, Vanessa who had to go
Yeah,
study?
because she had to go
I think we
study
lost somebody
world
else.
literature, which is
I think
amazing.
we lost
I
somebody
don't
else.
think so
Well, we had
because
10 for a
did
while.
we?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Um, she's and Steph's checking for us
Oh,
about
okay.
Roxanne Richardson.
Perfect. Thank you.
Um,
Thank you, Steph.
yes, thank you.
Laura, I don't know if you heard or saw, we said that we're going to incorporate your rules for the tortoise versus hare because it's your long. So we are also going to be allowing paper crafts and the tumbler and glitter crafts and cross stitch and stuff.
Everything you have in your
Everything
rules.
you have. So she also has bags, sewing bags. So I guess we're accepting that as well.
Yes, I exactly what you're saying. Like you really do have to. Sometimes you just have to be like, okay, this person doesn't
Oh wow.
understand, and yeah, it's a good thing that you did
I'm
pursue
glad.
it because
Yay.
I think that sometimes people will get frustrated and then just stop trying.
Yep.
Um, so I'm glad that you went and got the help that you need.
Me too.
Cardiomyopathy is tough.
I don't, what is that?
Um, okay, so it's basically I had to pull from my brain.
You can tell
Um,
me later. We don't need to talk about it right now.
okay. It's been so long since I've dealt in that
Oh yeah.
area.
Mhm.
Um,
Okay, perfect.
yeah,
Rocks
you
rocks.
absolutely have to be your own medical because okay, sometimes you'll be lucky and you'll have a really good nurse or whoever
Mhm,
who is enlarged heart. Thank you. I knew what it was, but my brain just like blanked.
mhm.
And I felt really stupid about because I know this thing.
You know stuff.
But yeah, I totally agree, Pat, that you have to be your own medical advocate.
Yep.
And I used to always tell my patients that, like, look, we're here to help you, but if you feel like something's really a concern and you're really worried about it, you have to be your advocate. Ask
Mhm.
questions. You know, you're
I
the one who is there to look out for you.
I have I can't tell you how many times I will sit there and reiterate because I still don't understand something, and I will ask until I do understand.
Mhm.
I will apologize, but I still will ask.
Because when it comes down to it, you're the one who has to live with the effects of it.
Dr. Walter was really good about that,
Mhm.
about listening to that kind of stuff.
She had no problems tearing into our
Mm,
hospice either.
yeah,
The
nope.
nurses and other doctors, I think, were terrified of her.
I loved her.
Hey,
Absolutely loved her.
I she liked me for some
Oh, the
reason,
person's
so
back. We have 9 now.
oh, okay. Yeah,
Mhm. Right.
and you can't like, depending on what kind of diabetes you have,
Yep.
you can manage it that way. Type 1 is a lot more difficult. Type 1, they actually do need the insulin.
Well, Pat, they wanted to put me on, a muscle relaxant for my jaw, and I'm trying to manage it now with my night guard and the heat and this procedure they're gonna do, which is, like a medical laser thing, which is and honestly, it's seeming to get a little bit better, and if I don't have to do the muscle relaxant, I don't want to because it knocks me out.
What I do think would be good for you eventually is the anti-inflammatory,
Mhm.
because that does directly
Well, isn't
address the issue.
isn't that what I'm on?
Um,
Meloxicam?
yes, but this other one is more aimed at what you have going on. There's levels.
Well, the thing that she wants me to be on, that's a, you said that was a, muscle relaxant,
Yes,
right?
but it was the other doctor who
Yeah.
wanted you on
Right,
a
right, right.
anti-inflammatory.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's nice to maybe get yourself to a point that you don't need meds,
yeah.
or
I'm
not need as many.
I'm hoping that I would rather use the anti-inflammatory than the muscle relaxant,
Mhm.
if I can at all get to that point, because I have overall pain all the time.
And that's where I think the anti-inflammatory
Mhm.
would help you because it addresses that issue.
You don't think so, Nancy?
I think it depends on what you have going on. I think you have a lot going on,
Yeah.
Nancy.
I mean, I had to take them when I had my car accident, and
Did you feel like it helped then?
I felt like it knocked me out. When I took it,
Mhm,
I was on the couch. I don't know.
mhm. Huh.
Okay, I heard about that. I'm not sure what it tastes like.
It's in a lot of uh
I
Thai
have
food.
I think I have turmeric in my spice cabinet somewhere.
I used to put it in Thai food when I would make it.
I wonder if I can have that with my, medicine.
We have to double check,
Yeah.
because anytime you're dealing
Mhm.
with, because there could be effects with the medicines that you're
Right.
taking, you always have to check,
'Cause they
but
have turmeric in pill form.
they do have turmeric in pill form. Remember when we tried, it was
With
called,
needs, yeah.
golden something, it was a hot drink, and it was basically turmeric and milk, and it was disgusting.
Oh, yeah. I think we tried that, didn't we? It
We
was
did,
yeah.
neither of us could finish
What
it.
was where did we get that from?
It was a recipe from
It
somewhere,
was
and it
awful.
was a golden something or other, and it
It
was
was oh, it's
disgusting.
horrible.
Um, okay, yes, there are other options, besides ibuprofen. Mom's on one called Meloxicam, so
Mhm.
it's a little bit it's like a stuff think of like ibuprofen on steroids.
Mm.
Ibuprofen, like,
Ramped up.
ramped up. Um, so yes,
Yes.
there are other options. Also, and there's ones that like certain anti-inflammatories might be better for certain things going
Mhm.
on with you. Um, I think that the one he's suggesting might work more from what mom and I'm wondering also if it's just another I'm not as familiar with that drug
It's
because
rather new.
it's also one that I have not seen in my practice when I was still working. Um,
He said it's about 6 or 7 years old.
okay, so it's a new drug.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if maybe it has a slightly different mechanism, if it works through different channels. And that's usually when you see different drugs, it's because they work slightly differently,
And he said it's fairly benign, so
which is nice.
yeah.
Okay, so he sprinkles it on his hard-boiled eggs or on his salad. I bet
Mhm.
that'd be good in deviled eggs.
Yeah, I bet. I
I
think
wonder if it's in deviled
I
eggs.
think with the amount like, I can obviously eat turmeric in food,
Yeah.
so as long as I don't go overboard, I could probably do it, but, you know.
I there's actually a turmeric tea that Adagio has. I
Mhm.
never drink it because I don't like
I
turmeric.
always give it away. If I find it, I could try to give it away.
So,
I
yeah,
would.
I have seen it
Mhm.
in a tea form, but it's just not I think I just have a mental block for it.
Well, I'm not like, if it's in Thai food, I'm not a big fan of Thai food, so
I used to have this Thai recipe that if they had, um, a night feast at work, I was basically required to bring that because
mhm, I
everybody
remember
liked
that,
it.
yeah.
I can't remember what the dish was, but I was required to make it even
You have no choice.
Oh, yeah, basically, the people be like, "We like this dish, you're
Make it.
bringing this one."
Yep. But I don't wanna make that
After a
one.
while, that was exactly how it was because I wanted to bring Mexican food.
Yep. B9 would be good.
No, yeah, because long term ibuprofen can be rough on the gut.
Yeah, that's why they wanted I'm not taking my Meloxicam every day anymore, because I've been on it for 2 years, and so my pain doctor was, concerned about that, and he asked me to try not to take it as
Now,
often.
meloxicam does have the same, effects as something like a ibuprofen. Meloxicam also is one that I believe you have to get ordered by your doctor.
Yeah, you do.
I don't know the name of the one that mom is having suggested to her because it is a newer drug.
It's like ox something or other. I've got it back there somewhere.
Yeah. Egg white
Oh.
seasoned with turmeric and
Ooh.
basil. Um, his knees start hurting with the
Right,
well,
okay.
turmeric.
I don't need to lower my blood pressure at this point.
Yes, because she tends to have lower blood pressure anyway.
I get lightheaded sometimes.
It's a balancing act with her.
Yeah, they wanted to put me on beta blockers one time. I was like,
I forgot that you were supposed to be doing homework, Amanda.
back to work. Back.
Oh, that's funny.
So funny.
So
She's cute.
yes, so there are options for anti-inflammatories. I'm pretty if I could remember the name of the other one, but like I said, it's a newer drug. I didn't see it when I was working. I would see meloxicam somewhat often, but usually I would see ibuprofen.
When I went to get my medicine today because
Uh-huh.
I felt like taking it today, and I hadn't taken it for like 4 days.
Mhm.
So I'm trying to make sure that my stomach is protected,
Mhm.
even though I always take it with food.
Yeah. Um, yeah, hopefully that works for you, Vanessa.
Oh, I hope so. Yeah.
Because it's always nice to find something that relieves the pain a little bit.
Mhm.
You know, my jaw's actually better
Yeah,
today.
yeah,
There's
yeah. And I've been using heat pack. You know the heat pack that Daddy got me for my eyes?
uh-huh.
It fits really well right here. It's like having a heating pad right
Oh,
there.
that's not.
Mhm.
Well, I assume if it's a heat pack, it would feel like having a heat pad.
No,
Right
because
there.
heating pad could be hotter. A heat pack could be hotter if you're not
Okay.
careful. So it's really nice to have that.
You see, when for mine, it feels like it's off.
Yeah. That's no problem. That's where you have to do the
Okay, but it feels like it's like always that way.
yep.
Oh, that's
Mine's not always like that. It just feels like it gets that way.
mm-hmm.
And I have to be very careful when I take the night guard out.
Mm.
Maybe you should find a turmeric cookie recipe, Vanessa.
That would be weird. I think.
Oh, I don't know. I think if it would be kind of like a chai cookie, maybe.
You see, I don't like chai.
Well, you
So
like the vanilla chai cookie we had?
I never tried it.
I gave you one. Oh,
No, you couldn't.
You couldn't. Yeah, you couldn't.
Because I was gluten free at that point.
You see, yeah.
So no, I have not tried the chai
It was
tea
really
cookie.
excellent. It was excellent.
What I miss is the Earl Grey chocolate. That was so good.
Earl Grey chocolate.
The tea place.
Oh, the cookie, the candy. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Our local tea shop. It's called Vine and Leaf, and it has some really nice tea.
Yeah, and she also sells chocolate. Like artisan chocolate, and actually it's he who owns it now, right?
I think it's a he was. Yeah, he's really sweet because I'll put an order in and he'll put it all together and he'll look at my address and he'll deliver it to me because I'm like 10 minutes down the road. He says, "Why should I do postage for you when I can just drive to your house?" So
it's actually really good customer service.
And we go there when I go out, when I take people out, I'll either go there or to DL campus. And they have the tea shop has spirits like wines and stuff like that, and it has chocolates and teas and like lunch type things like soups and think cafe.
I don't think there'd be anything I could have anymore.
There might be soups.
You see, soups you have to be careful because sometimes there's hidden dairy a lot of times, or there's noodles, there's wheat.
Right, you just have to be careful.
Yeah,
be careful.
Usually a tomato soup is pretty. Well, no,
not if it's tomato cream.
It could be tomato cream. Yeah. I have an awesome tomato soup recipe, which I need to make again.
It is a good tomato soup recipe
because it's got fresh basil in it.
For the weekend, I hate going to the commissary, the shopping. I don't like to go shopping.
Although you now have it, so Martin's picks up most of it.
Yes,
because we have the what's it called? The I can't remember what's called, where they do the shopping.
Sister Sarah, she's who I consult with. She keeps telling me to see the doc. Yeah, go to the doctor.
Yeah.
Go to the doctor. Okay. Surgery might help you, and then you're done, that might be a good thing.
Yeah, it all depends.
Yeah,
on what's going on. Because sometimes you can get away without the surgery, and that's amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome if you can do that. But if it fixes it,
that's the way I always look at it.
But injections, I get no injections. I hate needles.
Every month, I just steal myself for my migraine injection because that thing hurts like the dickens.
Yeah.
I really kind of hope we have to move to the
Intravenous.
IV because that would be a lot less painful. I don't
Yeah.
mind being stuck for an IV and having it go through there.
Yeah. How long does that take?
I don't know. I've never
Yeah.
had it. And that's a fairly new treatment for migraines.
Yeah.
From what I understand.
I hope it's safe.
Well, not new. It's more like new as in like what you have going on versus
Oh.
like new as in like 2 years old or something.
Right.
New in the medical world is not the same as new in everywhere else.
Yeah. Is Laura still here? She's very quiet. She didn't say goodbye, did she?
No, she didn't.
Okay.
So Vanessa, it sounds like your pain might be mostly in your feet since you're talking about podiatrist.
Yeah. Is that the bottom of your feet? I had to go to the podiatrist about maybe 3 or 4 months ago, and part of it, she gave me some she told me what inserts to get, and that helped some of the pain, but some of the pain was in the balls of my feet. I think that has to do with my arthritis.
Well,
And
that's actually what the doctor thought.
yeah, and I think that I still think I might have some fibromyalgia, but
I for sure think you might have some fibromyalgia, but like you said, once you put that label on,
he was afraid to give me that label along with the arthritis because he said that once you have that label, doctors don't take you seriously when you have pain that might be serious, like an appendicitis or something. FTL appendicitis, I think. Oh, yikes!
That's not fun.
That doesn't sound like fun at all. Yeah, I hope you can get some relief from that, Vanessa.
Ooh. Didn't you say that grandpa has one leg shorter than
Yeah,
the
I
other?
do too.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, it's a family thing.
How did you even notice that? You just sit there and put your legs out and
the doctor tells you. I think
Okay.
unless it's significant,
Yeah.
I think that's one of the reasons why we stand the way we do.
Well, I used to stand. No, maybe I didn't because I'm trying to remember how I stood when the doctor kicked me back in the knee when
you were probably doing your
bending knee
backward thing. Yeah. Oh, that's good.
I'm glad you can sit in it for a while. There's always can be when you're able to do something that you enjoy.
Yeah, that's helpful.
Yeah.
I can feel the weather coming in though. My jaw's starting to bother me a little bit. Not my jaw itself, but the tendon type area.
I'm not sure if the increase in the number of days I've noticed issues with walking has been weather related or if the tethered cord is becoming
Might be a little bit of both.
If it is the tethered cord, part of me is like, okay, well then maybe that's actually what it is because the pain is increasing in the back, which means that maybe it's not like something not fixable. That's the point where you want surgery and not.
We're gonna deal with whatever God gives us.
True,
but
if I had my druthers, it'd be something that can be fixable because I'd rather have to untether my spine 20 times than have a degenerative issue with my nervous system.
Somehow I don't see Vanessa as being old. She doesn't sound old. Hydrate and eat well. Yes. Old bones will appreciate that.
Hydration is
very
amazing and important.
Yes. We keep trying to get Davina to do that. It's like pulling teeth.
I'm not sure what she has against water or drinking anything.
Drinking anything, yeah.
Honestly, I think though, unless it's sweet, she doesn't like to drink for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And it's always been that
53. Way. Oh, she's still young. 53. She's not older than dirt yet.
I feel older than dirt sometimes.
Sometimes I do too. Of course, I actually am.
Mom and I will sit there and compare aches and pains.
We're old people.
But thankfully we have each other to like sit and do that with because then we don't feel self-confident about self-conscious, not self-confident. Self-conscious about doing it because someone else, I
don't like to complain too much about it.
It doesn't feel like complaining when we're sharing it.
Yeah.
It feels like just
usually it's more of a do you feel this way right now because is there weather coming in?
Or like I get this. Do you get this too? It doesn't feel like complaining or even like morose when you're doing it that way.
That's good. I've never had a instructor do that during our exercise class.
That's a good teacher
because we always just had to take it, as we could for our exercise classes.
I never did exercise classes very well probably because I have trouble following the steps.
I love exercise.
Or I go the wrong direction or whatever. That was even before I had like any issues.
Aerobics classes are my thing. I've had to slow down. I do my stuff at home now. I have, over what I've been married to my husband for 39 years, so I've got like over 40 years of experience with classes or
She was one of those crazy 80s aerobics people, you know,
leg warmers and all,
uh,
headbands.
Hila sent me that video of the crazy 80s dancing
Let's
aerobics people.
get physical.
She was one of those, ones who did it with her shoes. She was insane.
Yeah, I enjoyed it
Didn't you have
immensely.
like one lady who like a nurse who would just kind of keep an eye on you
I
because
was
she was
pregnant with you, and she was. I dropped from the advanced classes and to the beginner class because I was getting close,
Mhm.
and I didn't want to, damage my baby, so I dropped
I
down.
appreciate that.
And and so the teacher though, she would look at me and said, "You're not gonna have the baby here." I'm like, "Don't worry, she's right there. She's a nurse, and not only that, she's a neonatal nurse." So
Yeah, if someone had said that and I was in class, I'd be like, "Not that kind of nurse. Don't do that."
jazzercise, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, seniors, I think
Emma! Hey, Emma! Hi, Emma!
most people don't drink enough. Seniors probably in particular, but yeah, I think people always think they drink more than they do.
I keep track of my stuff.
I used to be better about tracking it. Uh,
I do it with I thought you were doing it with Fitbit.
I don't do Fitbit. I had a different app, but I got lazy.
Emma, did you get your, Podiversary kit? Because hers went to England, and I'm always worried about England getting their stuff.
You see, Nancy, jazzercise would be the thing that I would mess up because of, you had to keep track of steps and not walk into people. And
I love
Davina's
it.
like mom, where she really catches on quite quickly, I think.
I had when I was in classes in my heyday of that kind of stuff, people would stand behind me. I always was in the front so I could see the instructor, and people would stand behind me. And I asked one guy because he was pretty close up to me. And he said, "I just need to be behind." Actually, he when I turned around to do something, he said to me, he didn't want me to think I was creepy. So I just need to be behind you so I can see the steps.
Well, the thing is that is true. Like I have a problem if I'm facing someone, I had to think right, left, because this would be an issue as a nurse. You had to know, and you should have to go like, okay, and think about which was right and which is left. And when you're working out and you're already trying to remember steps and stuff, and you're going fast, remembering right and left is a lot harder.
Right. And and the funny thing is that I don't pick up dance steps real well. When I was trying to do it Fiddler on the Roof, I told the person who was in directing, I said, "Look, I'm a singer. I'm not a dancer. I need to have this person let me follow her because she
Mhm.
didn't want me to do it. And I
Mm.
was her understudy. And it was like, I need to be able to follow her. But jazzercise, I mean, aerobic dance is something different. I can do that.
That's weird that it's different for you.
Emma, we miss you a lot.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, I'm glad you got it. Yay. Oh, flexibility. I have arthritis in my hips and stuff, so it's hard for me to be flexible. I've never been extremely flexible anyway, although I did gymnastics and stuff. Yeah. I think I'm
Okay.
I think I'm ambidextrous.
No, I think you are too.
People have asked me if I was forced
That
to
was the
write.
other thing I would have thought is you would have been forced to write.
I don't recall that.
So probably ambidextrous because
Tendencies.
yeah. Um, Whereas I am definitely a righty. I can't flip my brain. Like I still think when I was trying to teach Davina how to crochet, and I was trying really hard to do it left-handed so she could see what I was doing. And finally she's like, just do it right. I will figure it out. Because she could see just could it's like my brain couldn't connect to my left hand in that way.
Yeah,
It's
I
really
don't even
weird.
I'm not sure I could even begin because I guess I'm going this direction. I guess when you're left-handed, you go this
I
direction?
can go the other direction,
Yeah.
I guess. Is that right, Steph? Um, but yeah, I always joke with people I don't know my right hand from my left hand, and that's why I have this beauty mark here, is because I don't know which is
I
which.
keep thinking of Judy Garland in Easter Parade. I think it was Easter Parade. She's dancing with Fred Astaire when they first meet, and she has to have a garter on one leg so she knows to go left. Her character to go
Uh,
left, which is left and which is right.
that's
It's
hilarious.
pretty funny.
I think though, if you're dancing with someone, it's easier if you have a good person who leads. The guy knows how to lead well
Mhm.
because the only one my
I'm sure Fred Astaire knows how to lead.
exactly, but the only one of my boyfriends that I did used to dance with,
Aaron?
Aaron, he knew how to lead
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
so I could just kind of follow how it felt like he was
Mhm.
going. But if you don't know how to lead well, I think it's harder.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
she wears an
Mhm.
up. I know that Davina's stitches even look different, but
They
I
do.
think that
She's also bulletproof.
yeah, I think she pulls really tightly. I think that's
Mhm.
part of the OCD.
If you can see the openness of this, the stitches here, the double crochet, hers have no space.
And also I'm not sure if she does it through the back loop or she twists the stitches or something because she had to kind
She
of
might,
learn
yeah.
on her own to a certain extent because she was learning from writing. Um, you see, I'm not a big Judy
Ah,
Garland fan. I just am not.
yeah, I like her in certain films.
Um,
She was in one about, I think it was psychiatry. I forget what it was. It was really good, and it was more dramatic. It wasn't any singing.
the only one I could think of her
Ah,
dramatic
gotcha, yeah.
ones,
That makes sense. That makes sense.
oh, it was like one of her last movies. Stars Born? I think that was her.
I don't know, she was in, the thing about Nuremberg, the Nuremberg
Oh,
trials.
was she?
Yeah, she had a small part in that.
Okay.
Marionettes.
That makes
Makes sense,
sense. That
yep,
makes
makes
sense.
sense.
Yeah.
Wonder how much I have left of
You know,
this.
I don't mind the fact that I might make that mistake again sometime.
Oh, yeah. What mistake? Oh, the chocolate.
Mhm.
Yeah, mhm.
I got tea leaf in my tongue, but other than getting a tea leaf with my tongue, I don't mind repeating that
Yeah,
again.
that was pretty good.
Yeah. Um, I like to try to do 1 teaspoon of tea sugar and then 1 teaspoon of
Mhm, honey.
honey because then it decreases the sugar amount a bit. And also, my doctor really likes the idea of having honey for me because I do live with so much congestion, and she thinks that's a very good idea
Mhm.
to have the honey. I don't know if she was thinking of chocolate honey when she said that, but
I need to, use more of my honey. Generally, I like to try the tea first without the honey to make sure I like it. Sorry, guys, that's
we
my
forgot
phone.
to fax.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
But daddy might pick it up.
he's he
Oh, he's
outside?
outside, yeah.
So, guys, you will hear stuff in the background.
As soon as this stops, I'll
Put it
put it
on
on
fax.
test, even though we probably won't be much longer.
Yeah. All I can see though is grandma calling.
Yeah,
And I actually need to call her and see how her test
yeah.
was. I wasn't feeling well enough to do it earlier in the week.
Yeah, she'd like to hear from you.
Um,
Just trying to see if it's once it
I'm
clicks or whatever.
yeah, it doesn't sound like
There's no message. I just wanna make sure that it's done.
they might have hung up.
Let's see.
So she's gonna go put it on fax because then people won't be able to call. I wish they would send my prescription migraine glasses. I keep checking. They keep saying they're waiting to.
I'm still sore. Thank you. I did my, I did a firm workout that I have done before in the past,
Oh, you
but
did sidekick for that, right?
yeah, that one made me sore, and then I did one yesterday. I dropped the weight, um, the amount of weights, the heaviness,
Hmm.
because it's one of those that, doesn't stop with the weights like some of the others.
Oh, so it's constant weight.
Yeah, and my shoulders hurt and stuff. It's just That's
That's
okay.
okay.
We're not worried about it. You made it as a free gift. We're not worried about it, Emma. It's so sweet of you.
Oh, I think you mentioned that one lady you follow who does journaling.
Mhm.
Um, I can't remember if she asked to friend me or if I think she asked to friend me, and now I follow her.
Okay.
What's her name again on Instagram?
I don't know.
She's the one like you said does all the journals, all the pretty journals that
I
she
can't
makes.
remember.
Like
But
she just did a lacy one.
Emma, what do you do with the so-called junk journals?
What's a junk journal?
Um, I think Emma have to correct me because she does a lot of these things. I think it's when they do all kinds of like multimedia stuff.
Yeah, I'm not a good journaler. I will start really well with all this enthusiasm and then
I like journaling. I
ooh,
like journaling. I'm not real good at it. I'm getting better.
she says that's right.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So what do you mean by all the multimedia, Mom? How
Like little envelopes and, pockets and paper that doesn't necessarily all line up and all
so
that kind of stuff.
messy.
Yeah. It's very,
Ew.
they're pretty, and I think
I don't
Emma makes a lot of them.
oh, okay.
Yeah. They're
Maybe it's just I haven't seen one.
It's really pretty. The ones she makes are really pretty. And
Okay.
I'm not sure if Emma's qualify as junk journal because I looked at hers and they're
She
really
says
pretty.
organized, messy. Maybe it's just my brain. I'm not as artistic. I'm not okay. I can be artistic, but I don't consider myself creative artistic. I consider myself very maybe linear. I don't know, technical.
Mhm.
So I think sometimes I don't get things that someone who's more creative does. Um,
Yours isn't a junk journal.
yeah.
That's why I poked you because
Oh, okay. Sorry. Emma, I'm such a horrible person. uh,
you know what, Amanda, I'm not really artistic, so I use a lot of stickers, but I am branching out to getting comfortable with doing my own drawing. Nobody's gonna see my journal anyway.
yeah,
I thought Laura left.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You see,
Welcome back,
I
Laura.
think, like Vanessa says, creative. You have to
Yeah.
be creative, I think, to truly appreciate junk
Mhm.
journal. And I don't consider myself that creative.
I don't know, you're pretty cool.
No, I consider myself technical because I'm not a whimsical
Emma's
creative.
funny. I mean, she's so sweet. Emma does.
I had to say it. I don't have a filter sometimes.
No, you don't.
Okay, my dad and I were talking about this, and we were joking about how this is like an introvert thing, maybe, where we aren't good at small talk. So we'll just, when we start an email, like for work or something, we'll just go right into whatever it is we have to say.
Because she'll send me something like, "Oh well, hello, Taya. How are you?"
And I'm like, oh, but and I tell my dad, like, if I don't have time or care at that moment with how you're doing, why would I ask? I hate the wasted, how are you doing if you don't actually care at that moment.
That's rude.
Well, no, because sometimes you have to focus. If you
That
want,
is rude.
no, it's not. This is why it's not. If I want to know how you're doing, I want to be able to.
This is true, Laura. Yes.
Yes, I think almost
I-
anyone has more filter than you
I
are.
like the whimsical. That's what I like, Vanessa.
What I mean by not caring about how someone is doing at that moment is we need to deal with this one thing at this time. If I'm gonna ask someone how they're doing, I want to give my full attention to how they're doing and give it the true
Then you probably
focus that it should.
Then you probably shouldn't say anything to Larry because people expect at least the niceties. You know,
I'll say hi. That's a nicety.
no.
You see, I think we just think differently. I think that
You're just rude.
no, I think if you're gonna ask someone how they're doing, you should be willing to have
Yes.
that conversation.
Yes.
But if you have a specific thing you need to get to, like
You'll get to it,
but
don't be so impatient. Don't be hasty.
but it doesn't make sense.
Yes, it
Like,
does.
no, it doesn't.
It doesn't make sense to be polite. Rude child. Hi, Patty.
Hi, Patty. We are having a conversation about what's rude or not, apparently. And Amanda says she's been learning how to draw and paint, and maybe she'll try journaling again.
That would be cool. I'd like to see that, Amanda. If you are in the PHN home group, we have a paper craft.
We do.
I would love to see your stuff in that thread.
I like seeing how creative other people are. It boggles my mind because I really can't.
We better send some glue to Emma. She's cracking up.
My brain just really doesn't work that way. I can appreciate the effort and stuff that other people put into it. I just don't understand it.
What, the journaling?
Yeah, I'm because I'm very purpose driven, I guess.
Yeah.
I
think I'm
very stark.
I'm more
You're more whimsical.
I am, but I don't feel like I can. It's really frustrating to see what you want to put down and not be able to do it.
Although your drawing has definitely improved.
Yeah. Laura, you're yes. Pat, Laura. And I don't mean the people in here. I mean pat on your little head.
And it's always hard to make clear what you mean by if I don't care how that person's doing. It's more of if at this moment I can't have that discussion because we have something else to focus on.
I actually kind of trained myself out of that because when I was younger than you even, and I was doing phone stuff, my tendency would be like, I have to get this done. Okay, hi, this is so-and-so. And what is it that I need to do this, and that? Well, hello. And after a few times of that, I was like, okay, I need to be,
Well, I think one of my pet peeves is people using how are you as a greeting and they don't really care about how you are.
Scroll down back. I
Okay.
missed something. You cracked me up. Okay.
She says I don't have patience to sit and do this. I do have patience. It just has to be purposeful.
When Amanda says, "I'm spending way more time watching you than working on my schoolwork."
But this is fun. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
It is fun interacting. You know, I get
A
about being a
hermit. Yeah,
hermit.
me too.
Oh,
Aw.
Vanessa, you have a great day too.
Yes, have a wonderful day. We're so glad that you were able to make it. God
Laura
bless.
says she's not a fan of people at times.
No, I think I can take them or leave them at times. Yes.
I know that you're an introvert, I think, when you sit there and you're not gonna be the person organizing usually a getting together. And the other thing is you'll sit there and be like, I don't really want to go out.
I'd
When
be
you
out too.
get there,
Yeah.
you'll have a fun time usually. But it's like sitting there and you're trying to figure out if there's a way you can get out of this.
Taya, I used to do that. You know how much I love choir.
Mhm.
I would be full choir, sang, I played the guitar, all that kind of stuff, and I'd be there at home going, I don't want to go.
Mhm. Mhm.
I don't want to get to practice. I don't want to go. Once I got there, it was fine. I love doing it.
It was just like at that moment you're like,
Okay, that works for us, Vanessa. God bless.
God bless.
Oh, is she talking to somebody who's leaving?
I think Vanessa is the one who's leaving.
That's what I thought.
Because it's y'all.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
This is true. I am one of those people that I have to be on my terms.
Mhm.
It has if I get
I don't like to have the setting where someone could tell whether or not you're on, because I used back when I think I had some sort of chat room I was in when I was in college, and I would lurk, but I wouldn't necessarily say something.
Right.
And I had one guy friend who was, I guess, much more of an extrovert than I was, and he was annoyed that he could see that I was on and I wasn't responding to him. And trying to explain that it takes more mental effort to respond than to lurk is hard when someone is not the same, isn't built the same way you are.
That's one of the reasons I always say to people who are lurking, I said, okay, if you would like to, we'd love to have you join us officially. But if you're lurking, that's fine too.
Right.
You know.
And Amanda says she works at school and used to work in a prison.
Wow.
She used to be around people constantly. Now she just works in school. It's weird to do nothing but online schoolwork during the summer. I bet that is.
Oh yeah, I bet.
No, that makes sense.
Yes.
Yes. And I think sometimes, okay, this is gonna sound stereotypical, but as a nurse, I worked mostly with women. Backbiting.
Catty.
Oh my gosh. And I know that's stereotypical.
It's stereotypical.
But
and you get,
oh my gosh, so catty.
They can be. I need to be able to disengage and I need to recharge.
Well, what I would find is if I worked around negative people, it made me feel negative.
Remote controls. Oh boy. That's funny.
Yeah. Well, remember
if I had a remote control, my husband would have control of it.
Remember the gentleman who would turn off his hearing aids if he
didn't
want to hear his wife?
Yes, he was not just wife, just if he like he would be in the church or whatever, and he would say, he told me one time, yeah, I don't want to be annoyed by people. I turn off my hearing aids.
I do put in my AirPods if for whatever reason I don't want to talk to people.
Yeah.
Because then they can do something. I don't have to have anything going. Now, partially I do have sound sensitivity, but I have used in the past where if I just want to get focused on what I'm doing, I will put them in. It is weird how sometimes talking to random people in stores is different.
Yeah, it is because first of all, you have control of the situation.
Yeah.
Especially if you started the conversation.
What it used to help for me is I would bring my knitting places, and that would be the conversation starter.
And then there's, what's his name? Sunny.
Yes, that was interesting. Amanda says she inexplicably draws strangers to me, and they tell her the most personal details of their lives. Crazy.
Yeah.
You're probably just the right person at the right time for them.
I get that too. I sometimes if I start talking to someone like Sunny, and he just opened right up,
Laura's like, George just speaks louder. I have to admit that makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Because
oh, that's funny.
Amanda said she also uses noise canceling headphones.
I can't use those because, especially if I'm home with the girls by myself, because I have to be available for Davina. And so if I use those, I can only have one headphone in.
I like Pat's. Her husband says they forget to take down the sign we must have on their back saying "Adopt me."
Yes, yes.
Mom is an adopter. I think all my friends got adopted in college.
Most of them.
Yeah, and I mean,
Well,
obviously,
enough to the fact that Eliz told somebody that brought in that you're going to walk in here not attached. Basically, is what she said.
Mm.
And when you come out, you're going to be adopted.
And I mean, you've obviously had adopted people in
Yes,
the
Laura is
crafting
adopted.
community.
Laura's.
Don't you realize I'm not a nice
Yes.
person? How do I strike people like I am?
Yes, you are adopted. Yes, yes, I do.
She has so many kids now. And
Yes,
she's like a
I do
wide
too.
age.
Amanda, have you reached the point yet where you've adopted someone who is older than you? Yeah.
Laura's like, what part of doom do you not understand?
Where is that?
Right down at the bottom.
I think that that's just an invitation. It's a challenge.
You see, someone like Mom, that immediately draws her in. She's like, "Oh, you need hugs."
Yes. Mhm. She's my wombat of doom. She's a cute little wombat of doom.
Yeah, Mom accepts the challenge, just like I said. She's just like, there. Oh, I could do that. And yeah, she's talking to Patty. Okay.
Oh, that's funny. I never would have said you were cautious, Pat, because the first time I met you was like, boom.
15
Right.
to 31.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, mine run a whole gambit of ages.
I used to have a coworker. He was a traveling nurse. I guess wherever he went, he would have a work wife for each location, and I was his work wife at that location.
Who peels people like an onion? One layer at a time.
You.
I do?
Yes.
How do I do that?
You get in there.
Oh, okay.
You just sort of wiggle your way in there.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how you do it.
Oh, but that's what makes you so endearing, Pat. Looney's a draw.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I do. Okay. I hope it's not painful.
Well, I don't think people even realize you're doing it
I
until
don't
you're
realize
so
I'm
deep
doing it.
in that they're like, "Oh, she's in here."
I love our people.
Now, I would agree with Pat. I am the tendency to be more cautious and I'm slow with that kind of thing. I'm gonna look at record albums.
Oh, right. You were talking about that. Yeah.
If anything, it hurts
Right.
you, Laura's saying.
Well, I hurt when my friends and my kids hurt. So
Yeah, that's what, like Pat was saying.
yeah.
Have fun, Patty.
Enjoy yourself, Patty.
I mean, I know cleaning might not be your favorite thing, but
Well,
I find fun in it.
yeah.
I guess.
I don't know if I can. Yeah.
You were jealous of your husband's work wife until you started working with her. I understand she needed stability at work.
Yeah.
Working at prison is stressful. Yeah, it is. And I think it depends on how they go about it.
Yeah.
My guy who considered me the work wife, he used to bring in Nutter Butters for me.
Yeah.
Because he knew I liked them. Also, I wish I could remember his name.
Hugs to you too, Patty. Have a good day. God bless.
The scary part is they actually are interested. See you, Emma. It was so great to see you.
Emma, it's always wonderful to see you. God bless. She might be heading off.
I don't know what time it is over there.
Dinner time, I think.
Is it?
About 5 hours away. I think it's supper time for you, right, Emma?
She might not
be here. Yep. God bless.
I
think it's about 6 o'clock over there.
Mom has that special gift where she is absolutely interested in everybody.
But not nosy.
No, there's a big difference between being interested in everybody and being nosy. Being interested in everybody means you're actually invested in them, and it's a two-way street. Whereas being nosy is just like being a peeping Tom, where you just kind of, or the local gossip, where you just kind of, everything, but you're not engaged. My work life.
Oh, you're terrible.
Wow, not even monogamous with his work wives.
Wow.
Wow. Oh. Oh gosh. I think it'd be hard enough to keep up with one work wife.
Yeah. Maybe they're different places. Different shit. Because I think George works at 3 different places.
Yeah, that could be. That could be. That's rough. I'm sorry. I would not enjoy. I didn't like it when I had to occasionally work at a different place when I worked outpatient psych.
It was fun to meet you too, Amanda. Doesn't mean you have to leave.
Yeah, she probably has work to do. Yeah, we're so glad to
I'm
see
glad
you
you
too.
were able to come.
Sounds like rationalized.
Well, on each floor of the hospital.
It is a good way to interact with people of similar interests. We are going to have to.
Oh, Farm Wife 99.
Yeah.
Oh, yay! I forgot her first name. I know who she is. She sent me something years ago.
I just recently befriended her in my new account, or accepted her friendship request in my new account on Instagram.
Can you give us your first name? I know what Diane? Is it Diane?
I think it might be Diane. When husband was working as a judge, he had 8 work moms and not wives. One said I'm missing.
Aw.
Oh, that is great.
Diane. Okay, what's Diane? Yes. Okay, I'm glad I remembered. How are you, Diane? It's been a long time.
You would totally be the work mom.
Yeah. I was when I worked, even when I wasn't a mom's age. I used to bring stuff in.
I think it's just personality type, you know?
Yeah.
Nurturing, yeah. Where you just start wanting to take care of everybody, but yeah, that like Laura says, if anyone's gonna get hurt, it's gonna be.
I have to step back because sometimes I get overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
Groceries, we did that today too, Diane. Not my favorite thing to do, but we did it. And thankfully, we do a lot of curbside. And this time, I didn't have to go in because my husband did.
Heavens, it used to take forever when we do it all ourselves. Gosh. At least an hour, if not more.
I didn't even have to call in. The lady who does it saw our car and she brought it out.
I'm sure they get to memorize
she's a sweetheart.
The regulars.
I'm almost finished with this color, Laura, for your shawl. I have to put on another one. I might have to cake it up, though. I don't think it's caked up yet.
One of George's work wives told her at her wedding that she's loaning him to me. She said she'd have to find the receipt so she could return it.
Oh, boy. That's pretty funny.
I like how this is working up, Mom.
Oh, good. That's a nice colorway.
It is a nice colorway. It's interesting that it works up a little more subtly in the sock than in the stethoscope cozy, because in the stethoscope cozy, the yellow stripes a bit more because of the it's just because of the fact that it's a smaller surface area. She loves your shawl.
I'm glad.
Laura, I finally wound up the yarn I need to finish your hood.
Oh, Laura, you weren't here, I don't think, when Ty mentioned we're not going to be having a podcast this week because Ty has a retreat.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to see me by myself. And Ty won't be able to set up anyway. So
I would be able to set up. I just wouldn't necessarily be able to stop it.
Yeah, and I don't, I have things I have to do. So
Laura saw that post.
Okay, good.
And she was here.
Okay, perfect.
It's hard to keep track of who was here and who wasn't because we had a lot of people in today.
Yay.
Which is awesome.
That makes me happy.
It really is a lot more fun when we have a lot of interaction.
Yes. I'd rather be scrambling to find out if I missed something than.
Exactly.
What hubby?
He hadn't even. Oh, it's when she didn't seem to care. They started bringing him back.
You neglectful person, you.
Never mind that he's a big boy and couldn't ride his own breakfast.
Yes. That's pretty funny.
That's hilarious. Oh.
Poor
he must have played like the sad face really well or something. Oh dear.
That's so funny. What time is it?
I don't know.
Oh, we're getting pretty late here. Get a little more time.
Yeah.
I don't hear Daddy in here yet, so.
No, I'm not sure when he went out or if he already did. He and Davina, as much as they can.
He milked it for all it was worth.
I bet he did. Because, why not? It works out for him.
One time I made, those things in the store that they have like a really puffy kind of chocolate sandwich type thing. And then in between there's cream. And I found a recipe for it. I wish I could find it again. And I made it. I'm a stress baker sometimes. And Davina and I was homeschooling. They were little. Davina had a lot of challenging issues at the beginning. And so I made this and I sent it into the office. And one of my husband's coworkers said, "You need to get upset more often."
Yeah. I agree with you, Pat. If he was hungry, he could get his own food. One of George's work wives sends him home with food for me. That's okay. Yeah,
that works.
He can keep that work wife.
Yeah.
Sorry for the noise. I'm refilling my water. I got this. They sent this free with one of my Adagio orders, and I like it because I can kind of forget to drink things when I don't see it in an opaque container. But because this is clear, it sometimes reminds me that I need to drink more.
I'm just trying to finish a stitch here.
Besides, I've chipped a tooth on the stainless steel straw before.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm. Not a huge chip, enough that I noticed and the dentist noticed it.
Right.
I freaked out because, one of my biggest nightmares has always been losing teeth.
I don't think this is going to go all the way across.
I would not know because I don't crochet often enough to make
Yes,
that judgment.
Laura, I know you don't care if I do it in the middle. I care.
You're so silly.
I care. Care. Let's see here.
You missed the scrap part of scrap shawl.
No, I do not, in fact.
Yes, you do.
Let's see here. I think I already used this one.
Excuse me.
I already used that one.
Laura says you care too much.
Can't care too much. Laura, which one do you want next?
Because she's going to do full skeins no matter what you say.
Which one do you want to do next? It is. Which one do you want next? The one in my right hand or my left hand? The one, this hand or this hand? The one next to Taya or the one not next to Taya?
Technically, they're both next to me.
No, this one's next to you.
They're both like right there.
No, this one's next to you.
You're next to
my
me.
left
both
hand.
The
This
arms
one
are next to you.
This one, Laura?
Next to me. Your left hand.
Yeah, I want to make sure that's right, though.
They are correct to me?
Yes. This one, Laura? Leave it there too. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
I can see why it's a little bit more purpley.
Yeah. Let me see here. Perfect. I'm going to see how far I can get with this. Maybe Laura will get her wish and I'll do it in the center.
I think you should.
Except I want some of that Mad Tosh to be in my blanket.
You mean the Laura scarf blankets?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Laura's had a lot of input into her shawl, which is good.
She learned her left hand from right hand in kindergarten. She still uses my side and your side.
I'm fine with, I know my left hand from my right. I get challenged when I'm doing it on the screen. I have to remember that it's mirror.
Well, what happens to me is if someone asks me quickly, I'll sit there and be like,
well, I have my watch and my wedding band are a dead giveaway. So
the beauty mark on the left hand still doesn't always work.
I'm pretty good about it. The thing is, like when I do my firm workout and stuff, sometimes they forget to tell you your side. So a lot of times I'll just say, okay, I'm going to do whatever it is that when I turn to face the front, it's the same as theirs. So,
it's not blanket, it's
yes,
scarf. Yep. The faster you come to terms with this, you'll finish.
Oh, ye of little faith. Yeah.
Your husband will tell her your other right side.
My husband will say that sometimes too. We'll say that sometimes. Your other right. Because, I have multiple rights.
All I can think of, I think it was in London, Grandpa.
Oh, yeah.
Being like, go right. He meant go left. And
yeah, and there's no way to go right. We're in London, going right would put us in the middle of traffic.
Zero faith in this place.
Ouch. I could take the hit.
If you have faith the size of a mustard seed.
Yes. Apparently she doesn't even have a mustard seed's worth. We shall see what we shall see.
Yes.
I just have to finish the thing first.
Right, because you want to get to a certain length.
Yeah. But I've been working on this.
Because that's what you wanted to work on, and you
on.
want to get it out.
Yeah.
Well, now that
she has every faith in this thing being finished.
Yes. This is working up really quickly.
It is.
Partially because I always have liked this pattern. This is in the heavier weight, it's the not just boring boot socks, and this weight, it's not just boring dude socks. And it's the exact same pattern. So it's a pattern I love that I've worked forever. I like it because it's stretchy.
Right.
It's well, what's good is if I don't exactly hit gauge, it doesn't matter. Gauge is unimportant with this.
But I haven't worked on it. In my defense, I haven't worked on it that much. I haven't been able to get through my what color am I working on? For that one.
Are you still in Captain America? Or did you finish?
No, I finished I think I'm doing Bunny Foo Foo still. I was gonna say Fixing the Snow, but I don't have Fixing the Snow in here.
You can use hair clips to hold your long tails until you weave them in. Oh, that's a
That's
good
a good
idea.
idea. Yeah.
Yeah, it's we were just thinking the free Zoom once a year. Oh, that's an interesting
That's an
idea.
interesting concept. We'll have to think about that. Yeah, I'm doing little film,
and especially since it's if it comes the idea comes from the patrons themselves,
right.
then I definitely don't mind doing that.
Just one though.
Yeah, just one. Whereas this one can be quarterly because this is on our lower level tiered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it is nice seeing everybody.
Yeah.
Because this doesn't happen all the time.
No. It's a special thing.
It is a special thing. I would have to make sure I write somewhere when they occur though, because otherwise I'll forget. And maybe something like around Christmas time for the once a year Zoom.
I don't know if that's a good idea because people won't be around.
Oh, that's true.
I'm wondering if we should do it in the fall sometime.
Oh, that's a good idea. Although this year might be iffy.
Yeah.
Thank you. I actually have a Zoom room, so that's will work too.
Thank you for the offer.
Thank you for the offer. Oh, to keep it separate. I see what you're saying. Yeah, because I'll have to think about that because it should still be fine. I would just start a whole new Zoom room for that.
Oh, it's Talking at Zombies.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Hey!
Lorraine! Lorraine, hi! It is Lorraine, right? Elvis Crafts. I was trying to figure out your name before, and I think it's Lorraine. She can correct me. She knows I can take
No, I think you're right. Yeah, I think for all y'all who are suggesting the free Zoom once a year, I do think that's a good idea.
It is Lorraine. Okay, I thought so. Oh, it's wonderful to see you.
Yeah, I can start a whole new room for that, Laura. Thanks for mentioning that. Yeah, because we want to make sure that the one for the Patreon stays as a separate room.
Yes, that's a good idea.
That's a very good idea. Yes. And
she has more experience in this than we do.
Yes. Yeah. As for the Instagram, Lorraine, no, it's still an issue. I think I've locked the hacker out, but I've stopped trying to get in myself because I keep going around in circles.
Did you tell her what the new one was?
Yeah, the new one is, I might have even sent you a friend request. I can't remember.
You're going through a little at a time.
Yeah, so. Talia reads and knits. Because I'm actually enjoying I had so many in the old one where I was actually missing people's posts.
Right.
Because I had gotten a glut of people who were chronic illness, and I had a glut of just like random things I was following. So I'm actually going to be a lot more selective now. And I think I'm enjoying that. You did get my friend request. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm enjoying that I'm actually seeing people's posts. Kay put up a couple really relaxing posts. She had some roses. And then she had something like she was knitting the crunkled socks, and she had a really pretty setup for it. And I was like, I miss catching these kind of posts.
I might go through my current one and get rid of some.
Get rid of things. Yeah. I think that when you weed it out, it's a much more enjoyable experience.
Oh, thank you, Laura.
Thank you, Laura.
Oh,
well, that's interesting. So they just created the email addresses to lock me out. That's interesting.
You have a lot of savvy on that kind of stuff. I would not know how to even go about looking for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, thank you, Laura. Yeah, and I have a feeling that what will happen is when I get access again, I'll just delete that account.
Lorraine, how are you doing? I really haven't heard a lot from you in a while. I'm curious how what you're up to.
If I really wanted to, I could. If I wanted to have different things elsewhere, I could create a different chronic illness place or whatever, so I could choose what I see on each feed. Because I feel like Talia Reads and it's just now an enjoyable place to be. I just had so much stuff going on the other one.
Well, I think I would like to maybe put my HFI stuff on a different account.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It really is kind of relaxing now. It's nice. And
is Nancy still here?
I don't know. I can't remember if she said that she needed to go or not.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I have it set up on my account though, where I say if people who are requesting, not if I've requested them, but requesting on their own, please DM me how we
Yeah.
know each other.
Yeah.
Because now I'm just really cautious about accepting friend requests.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. That's very rough.
I'm sorry to hear that, LNS Crafts. I'm sorry, Lorraine.
And Nancy is still here.
Okay, yeah, I see that. I can imagine it would take some adjusting.
Yes.
How is your daughter doing? Oh boy. This is really exciting. I mean, we must have had like 14 people here at one time, you know, get in and out.
Right. I mean, spread throughout.
Yeah, spread throughout. Awesome. Oh, good. I forgot you had a son.
Mm-hmm.
Are they I don't know what you call it, I forget what you call it over where you're at in England, but are they in high school now? Or are they older?
I forget what that's called over there. Yeah, because it's all
I forget
different.
What it's called. Yeah, I know they have. I know their tests are different and everything too.
Yeah, because I always get confused by what they call. Because
9 of us. She can see. I know she can see the numbers.
Okay. Yeah, no, they could totally see the numbers. Now on our end it says 11. I'm not quite sure.
Huh? Maybe it's counting us.
It shouldn't, because they would have no idea that there's 2 people here.
I don't know.
So
maybe I don't know.
Maybe there's a lag on this, and we just lost one the 11.
Yeah.
Do women have taints? Oh, it's probably
Ray.
It might be
a bot.
Because that has absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. We sit.
Yeah.
We
now
have
mine
10
says
now.
10. Maybe that person left.
Yeah. Now
11.
Oh yeah, we're fluctuating back and forth.
Yeah.
So we might have people who pop in and out because they see a lives going on, and then decide whether or not. Okay, they're not a bot. They're serious. Okay, I don't know.
I don't know what that means.
Me either. Okay, son is 18 and in college.
Okay.
Our high school. Now, we actually would have college
18 to 22.
18
to 22 for us is college. But if sometimes, like I turned 18 in January, so I finished my senior year of high school at 18.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is how you from this channel?
Is that what you do?
I don't know.
Laura, what do we look at for that?
Okay, I think it is hide user on this. Oh no, remove. I think
because you don't want to remove anything until we know.
Well, he didn't make any sense. Let's see.
I'm waiting to see if Laura says anything about how we do that.
Well, there is report, but I don't want report necessarily. Let's just go ahead.
We're trying to see what to do.
Because I don't want we'll just hide them. There we go.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I could remove them. I wasn't sure if that would be permanent or not. Now I've just hidden them so they can't see. They can't do anything. I do think that they were a bot. Or not a bot. I think that they were a person who was going to spam. They might have done some of this. It looked like they're going to do some of those sex.
Yeah, Laura, runs. I don't want to know if it's something like that, but is that actually something? I don't know what that means. I don't know that I want to know what that means, but
it would be permanent. They were a troll. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought it might be. I didn't feel like it was someone who actually is one of our people.
It was different that they actually responded to us.
Well, that's why if it's an actual person, it was a troll versus a bot.
Yeah.
How do we end up this close where your hook is smacking me?
I don't know.
So if I see anything else from them, I think that by making it so none of their comments can be seen, they'll eventually get bored and go away.
Yeah.
I
don't know why people do that. Just
you see this on.
Oh, yay! Awesome. Welcome,
yay,
Diane.
Thank you. I know what it means. I'm not explaining it to you, but the answer to their question is yes. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it's obviously something she feels I don't need to know.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it looked like he was leading into something.
Yeah.
He didn't have the same feel as everybody
No,
else.
absolutely didn't.
So yeah, that means that you will end up getting as a patron the monthly Zoom. This monthly, we are talking about doing a quarterly one like this, where we have it open where people can see more people.
Yeah.
And there has been discussion this time around for a yearly Zoom that everyone can see.
1 year. One year.
Mm-hmm. So
an annual.
And all these suggestions are coming from the patrons themselves.
Yeah, we didn't suggest them.
Yes.
They were suggested to us.
And because it is great to see more people coming in, the only way you could really do that is by having people feel what it's like, if it's worth it to them.
Right.
Not a complete troll goes in and out of people's lives and acts like a moron. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you see this in in the comments all the time for any videos. There's always someone who's posting some sort of dumb stuff.
I get so annoyed. I have an adoration site. Those of you Catholic know the Eucharistic adoration, and those of you don't, think of a prayer site that I go, and every once in a while I come and they put up these totally inappropriate things. I block them because I can block them from me seeing
You can also report it.
I do report it. I do report it.
You'll notice sometimes those sites will actually not allow comments, which is sad because then you don't get the prayer intentions.
Yeah, we get
but
the
I
prayer
can see why they do.
This is why they don't do that. But Ty, we're probably gonna have to get off here because it's almost 12:30 and Daddy's in and he's probably gonna want to eat.
Okay,
but
this has been really
this
fun.
Has been
this
fabulous.
Time.
Absolutely.
I'm kind of glad I forgot to make it private because it's been a lot of fun.
Yep. I mean, we'll still have our private ones. I think,
Yeah.
Can we do this also not on a private when we do our open, or do you want to continue to do this open on the Patreon? This type of thing.
Okay, I'm trying to understand what you're saying.
Well, you said that you're going to have a different room for the Zoom.
Okay, Zoom is a different room, and it would still be posted in the Patreon as well. But then I would post the link to the Zoom on YouTube so people could find it who watch the podcast. That's the only way I could think of to make it so everybody could see it.
Mm-hmm.
I would also put it on PHN Home on the once a year Zoom. And then for the lives, I would just do like we did this time, where I just not privatize it quarterly, but most of the time privatize it. But it's everyone. I think this is only the second or third time where I've accidentally.
Yeah, we'll figure out the logistics.
Yeah.
Of it.
Pat says she gets a lot of people.
Yeah,
who
that's
got
to be annoying. That's annoying.
Some of the some of the texts that you
we get mailing from that, but it's not as bad. We just throw it in the trash. If I wanted to sell my house, I'd contact you or somebody. So
some of these trolls are really. Some people who are just really after you for stuff. Unfortunately, Food for the Poor was like that.
Yeah,
for a while.
But at least we know that something.
They are actual, but they were relentless.
I know that one of the things that I'm getting a lot of is Bitcoin stuff, and
that's
also,
what took over my account.
And also, something that says, "Oh, thank you for purchasing XYZ security." I'm like, I didn't buy McAfee or whatever you're talking about.
Yes, I've gotten the same thing. Or they'll say you need to renew your McAfee.
Yeah, I'm like, I didn't buy it.
No, that I get. They must be going through things. I've been getting that too.
I'm so tired of it. Bitcoin. I keep an eye on my the credit card that's in my PayPal because they're saying that through PayPal. Thank you for buying. And I know they're using a PayPal lookalike thing.
I always give like a little smirk to myself when someone wants to talk about my car insurance for the
car
I no longer have.
Which one, Laura?
They are spamming. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm glad that he enjoyed the tea.
Yeah, which one was it? That's pretty funny.
Bourbon whiskey.
Oh, that one, okay.
Oh, yeah, that was the one that I didn't care for.
Yeah,
I'm glad that he liked it, and apparently you did since you'd order more. Yeah, I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
I'm glad that he was able to enjoy it.
I'm glad somebody got to, yeah.
Locked on the Amazon account, but I know it's a scam. They
Right.
probably wanted you to do very similar to what they did to my Instagram, which is get a code and give them access.
Well, I know my husband,
Oh, yeah, that one.
I know my husband got one that wanted to help him fix something, and they wanted to have
Control of his computer.
Control of his computer. Like, you're an idiot. You're going to send this to this random person.
Well,
and he says, "You're a spammer, aren't you?" And the guy got all.
Apparently, the guy was like, "I'll find you."
Yeah. So apparently, my husband has a nemesis.
Yes. Like he made the guy really mad.
We love you anyway, Laura.
Yeah. I just don't like the taste of alcohol.
I don't either.
So if anything that imitates that taste, the rare times I would have something with alcohol, I always had something that would mask the taste, like a daiquiri or something like that. And it got to the point like, you know what? If I had to mask the taste anyway, I'll just have a virgin one because I don't really want the alcohol.
The one that I really liked that I haven't been able to find since college was the Sombrero. And I think it had Kahlua in it, but I don't drink a lot of alcohol, so.
Laura says she got cussed out by them. I have to admit, I usually just hang up.
Yeah, I get annoyed with them. I had somebody call. I've had this happen a couple times where they call and it's something worthy, and I say, "Okay, I'm going to give, but I'm going to do it if you send me something in the mail." And they say, "Okay, we have to verify this." I say, "Okay, fine." So they send it to the other person on the phone, and then they're starting to pressure me. "You have to do it now. You have to do it." I said, "Bye."
Anytime they want to say you have to do it now. And a lot of times there's the ones who have their script and you tell they're trying to get through the script as fast as possible. And they'll just talk over you.
Oh, Laura, you're bad.
I think it's funny, Linda.
Oh, right.
Yeah, mess them with me. Yeah, exactly. If I have to disguise a taste something that much, then obviously I don't like it. And I probably should have something else.
Oh, really? Okay.
I've seen those ones. For a while I was addicted to watching them.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because some of the videos, they would actually like play along with them, and because some of the scammers are really awful. The ones who will try to threaten to take your kids taken away, so there's a warrant out for your arrest.
I hate those. I've gotten to the point where I recognize those being scams, but the first time I heard one of those saying, "Oh, you have this happening, we have a lawsuit out against you," and blah blah blah, terrified me. You know, I'd never seen a scam like that before.
I figured they have something out against me, they'll come and get me. They're not going to call me.
Yeah, they're not going to call.
It's going to look different. It's going to feel different. Yeah. Celebrity graves and crime scene cleaners. I think crime scene cleaners would be fun.
I don't like stuff like that. It's icky. I mean, I do like the forensic stuff as long as they don't get too graphic. I don't do graphic very well.
I think the forensic stuff is interesting, especially when you're dealing with some things like maggots and things like that. How people can tell. Well, based on the growth of the maggots, you can tell how long someone's been dead.
This is the person who doesn't like. Maggots just give me the willies.
Well, I don't like bugs at all, but it's an interesting that you can use something like that to determine time of death.
That's funny.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, sure. Come if you're really.
I love the ones that say you need to give me your social. This is your bank or whatever. Blah blah. Give me your account number. I said, "You're my bank. You give me the account number.
Right,
I'm not giving you my account number.
You initiated this contact."
Yep. If you initiated this, you have it already. Oh, is it?
Huh.
I like walking in cemeteries.
They can be relaxed. I like looking at the names on the stones.
When I was in Belgium, we had one down the street from us, and it was in French, so I was practicing my French, but also it was an old, quaint little cemetery by the church, and I used to like going there and walking around.
Well, you liked the pictures that Aaron and I took at the cemetery that we walked in the snow.
I still have one of those pictures up on my
beautiful. I think it was the one I took on the bridge.
Yeah, I don't know if you took it or Aaron took it. Actually, I asked him permission for it. So
okay. I don't know because he used to confiscate my camera and act like it was his.
This is true.
So half the time I didn't know if I took the pictures or if he did because
it was all on your camera.
It was all on my camera because he always stole my camera. I think I took some of them maybe, but I can't tell.
My parents for a little while lived across the street from a cemetery. Very quiet neighbors.
But I think like it has to be a certain kind of cemetery too.
Oh, I would love to go
Oh,
there.
that's nice. Because the cemetery that we have in Winchester, where it's just like right by the road, and it doesn't look very old. It just
and it's not any. We had one in Belgium. I think I'm not in Belgium, in Bedford when I was in my first couple of years of high school. I think I mentioned this on one of the podcasts. It was like a park.
Yeah, and that's how some of them can feel. Like this other one that's near us, it's just very stark. It's very not relaxing.
No, it's. I think it's fairly new. It has no.
It feels new.
It has no character
Ambiance?
to it. Yeah,
It sounds weird to say about a cemetery.
What time is it, Tanya?
It is. Hold on.
Yeah,
12:30.
We need to call it. We've been on 2 hours.
Yes, we have.
So we need to.
Oh, I think I had some medicine delivered. So
yeah, we don't want that on. Daddy might have brought it in. I heard him come in.
Oh, okay. Because that's if he's coming in the back.
No, he came in. I think he came in the front.
Okay. Yeah, because that's the medicine they send in that long box that is way too big for the medicine. I never know why they send it that way.
A quick reminder. Oh, well, thank you for joining us, Pat.
Thank you.
Quick reminder, no podcast this week.
This coming
week. If you want to be a Patreon, it's on the description box below the video. Also, if you want to become a member of PHN and you're not, it's under the video.
Yes, so all pertinent
Nancy.
links under the video. And Laura, that's awesome.
We're glad. Thank you.
God bless.
Oh, wow. I think so that'd be fun to do.
Yes.
God bless everybody. Have a wonderful weekend.
Bye.
Bye.